Good morning, everyone. Tom Keene, a special edition of Bloomberg Surveillance, 9/11, 10 years on. With me, my colleague Michael McKee. As the sun rises and crosses over and touches the North Pool here at the Trade Center, it is a spectacular sight. The architecture, the water cascading over serrated edges, which give the most beautiful effect, Michael, in the early light with it lit up. I remember Niagara Falls as a child with the huge falls here. Very just spectacularly beautiful as we see the first sunlight on them.
They tell us these are the largest man-made waterfalls in the world, so they are definitely worth a look.
Joining us now, Bob Kerrey. You know him, of course, as Senator from New Hampshire, the former president of the New School. New Hampshire's next month. Maybe you'll be there and we can make some news. Nebraska, excuse me. And, of course, a member of the National Commission on Terrorist Attacks upon the United States, the 9/11 Commission. Senator, we'd like to make some news. Will you be in New Hampshire in a month? This is a most special morning, Senator, as we see this rebuilding here at the World Trade Center. To move from your work with the Commission forward to this day, your thoughts, please.
Well, I was here in the city on that day, so my thoughts are first of all to the terrible losses. Firemen, policemen, first responders, 3,000 people who were just going about their daily work, and they died, and they have no memories of the last 10 years, and their families and their loved ones are still trying to come to terms with that unimaginable day. So that's the first and I think most important memory to hold.
You are one of the Americans very qualified to speak of coming to terms, as you were grievously injured in Vietnam and your path from there. As we look to the next 10 years, and particularly to the younger family members who are now 4 and say now they're 14 or maybe even a bit older, what would you presume will be how we come to terms with this over the next 10 years?
Well, it's how you live your life. I mean, all of us who've lost loved ones know that you can never get them back, and you have to live with their memory and their presence and live a good life as a result. It's like in Saving Private Ryan when the guy finally goes back to Normandy. He says, did I deserve you? Did I live a good life? Am I a good man? And I think that's all you can do, because there's no way to recover the person that you've lost.
Senator, let me bring my colleague Michael McKee.
Senator, I'm curious. It's obvious this is a major event in New York City today, and it has changed this city forever. But how did it affect the people in your home state of Nebraska?
Well, I think it affected them a lot. I mean, the Yankees were cheered at Comiskey Fenway after this. I mean, everybody felt a part of New York. And New York can be an off-putting city for people who've never been here before. I mean, I'm from Nebraska, as you noted, and when you come here, you think, oh my gosh, this is a different city than any other place in the United States. And everybody felt the pain of New York on that day.
Has it affected life on a daily basis in Nebraska in the same way it has affected us here?
Well, I would say yes, to a certain extent, but it can't quite be the same, not just in New York, but in New Jersey. I mean, the 9/11 Commission was put together in response to the pressure of families to do more than what the House Intelligence Committee had done, what the Congress had done, because they didn't trust the results. And the families' pressure resulted in the changes in federal law. So you can't feel it the same way, but I do think America as a whole has been changed in many ways. Most importantly is that our federal policies have changed. And by the way, another thing that really has changed is after 9/11, from sea to shining sea, young men and women were volunteering to go in our military and to our national security services, and it's quite remarkable, quite inspiring actually, how the young people of America have turned out to do the things necessary to keep us safe. We celebrated the SEAL team operation in Abbottabad, and then we grieved less than 90 days later when 17 plus 6 got shot down in a Chinook in Afghanistan. So I think being aware that the greatest reason we have not been attacked since 2001 is that people are still serving us.
Senator Kerrey, thank you so much. Bob Kerrey, folks, of course, with the 9/11 Commission. Michael McKee with me here at Ground Zero on this 9/11. Coming up, we will speak with Jonathan Doyle of Sandler O'Neill.